Hi guys, in today's video I want to briefly show you how to post discussions to your Schoology courses. First of all, let's get out of the home screen and go to our personal resources. This is our filing cabinet where we can keep things that we make on Schoology from year to year. You would click Add Resources, Add Discussion. That's to make a new one. However, I'm going to bring up an old one and just show you what I need to do to make sure it works in one of my classes. I have this one on primary and secondary sources. I'm going to open that up. Okay, the few basics that you need, title, obviously, but here's the really important part. It's where you can ask an open-ended question to the students based on some information you've given them. Also require them to have one or two responses to other students using some evidence that students have brought up, making sure they're talking to each other about the content. Leads to some really cool discussions, especially from students that you don't always hear from. Here's where you can add a file, a link, a resource from your Schoology resources, and an audio or video recording. In this case, I have a link to a YouTube video and a link to a Google slideshow. Right here in Rubric, it's extremely important. I'm going to delete that to show you how to add these. I could create a new one, but in this case, I have some already in my resources. So I'm going to copy from resources. I'm going to find my rubrics folder. And I have some work habits rubrics, so I'm going to use those. I want to make this one communication since it is a discussion. So copy that, submit, saves it. Okay, so now it's made, but it's not in our class yet, so let's do that. I'm going to go to one of my courses. And I would click Add Materials. Don't click Add Discussions where you would add a new one, but we've already made it. So let's import it from our resources. Okay, let's just find that discussion, check, import. Advanced options is where we could give a due date, which is really important if you want your students to know when it's due. Enabling grading obviously is important too, so you can give it a score. Okay, not quite ready yet. Students can reply in it now, but it's not directly linked to our Infinite Campus. And we definitely want to do that. That way we don't have to enter the scores both here in Schoology and in Infinite Campus. So I'm going to edit this. Scrolling down just a bit, here is the extremely important part, category. It basically means the standard that we're linking this to. Ungraded, not what we want. Let's open that up. Here's all my social studies standards for 8th grade. I'm going to check communication on the work habits. Now when I click Save Changes, this will be ready for students to both respond to and for the scores I give it to go directly to my Infinite Campus.